Hey YouTube, what is up? Firefist Bagos here to bring you my One Piece anime episode reviews. I know I haven't done it for a while and everything, but where the anime is right now and everything, it's getting to the point where it's really close to the manga. And basically the one episode I reviewed, it was when Luffy did the Leo Bazooka to Doflamingo when he flew into the wall, and I missed a bunch of episodes, but it was just stretched out content. You had Luffy had his Gear 4 run out, and all the citizens are like, we can't trust him, we can't save him, he's a pirate. And then they're running away, and then Luffy tries to get up and he's all wobbly and everything, and then Gat saved him. We had all the thing where Doflamingo was fighting the warriors from the Colosseum, and then you had Law come and take Luffy from Gats. You had everybody going and pushing the birdcage still. You had all the civilians going to help out. You had Fujitora, all the Marines helping out. You had Doflamingo getting in that little scuffle with Viola, and then stringing her up, and then getting Rebecca stringed up to have her kill Viola. You had Gats' speech, and then you had that countdown, the epic countdown. You had King Riku's speech about how he trusts Lucy, he trusts Straw Hat Luffy, and all the citizens during Gats' speech are like, we didn't trust King Rico 10 years ago. We should trust him now. And that's what they did, and then the countdown ended. And then you had Rebecca going in to kill Viola, and as her teardrop fell to the ground after she said, just close your eyes, I won't hold a grudge against you. It's all Doflamingo, you shouldn't have to see this. Her teardrop hits the floor. Law does shambles to switch Luffy with Viola, and he gets the Ardman Hockey on his forehead and breaks the sword. And then he switches Rebecca. Law uses shambles again to switch Rebecca with I think Pebble. I think it was. I want to say a Pebble that was up there, or maybe even just something stupid. And then you had basically the conclusion of the fight. You had Doflamingo going at him with all his strings and everything, stabbing him in the gut while he had Ardman Hockey. And you seen him get pinched a little bit, and then, that one scene where he was getting dragged back before he started getting hit was fantastic. I loved it in the manga and everything. And then you had it where Luffy is getting strung up after getting blown into a wall or a cave or something like that. He's getting all strung up. Doflamingo's controlling him, and then he starts remembering. This is when we get his flashback from his training with Rayleigh, from when he developed fourth gear for when he needed it to be stronger. And then he goes to fourth gear because obviously Leo Bazooka wasn't strong enough and he needed something more, and Kong Gun wasn't strong enough, so he went into Gear 4, broke the strings, they flew up. You had that clash with the holy bullets and the spider web, and then Luffy blowing into his muscles even more to make it a King Kong gun instead of just a Kong gun, sent Doflamingo crashing and everything. And then the next episode after that, after he beat, you get it, and then you get everybody's reactions. Basically, the best part of that episode was seeing everybody's reactions when the people that were pushing the birdcage and everything fell over, like the warriors. When the Wano Samurai, went out the birdcage and were like, we're free, and everything. And then we had a flashback of everything with Kiros and everything, and him crying. It was basically just like mainly the scenes and everything were all stretched out. I know it was actually based on a chapter. It was a full chapter in the manga of everything, you know. And then the next episode, you had the broadcast going to all the islands surrounding Dressrosa and everything. And then, you know, Fujitora apologizing to King Rico, bowing his head, and him having that fight with Sakazuki and everything in those few episodes. And then, you know, King Rico told Tank to grab all the fighters and everything, bring them to the palace and everything. We got to see the Gurosei in that episode talking to Akainu, and then that one guy ran in right before he started yelling, saying what Fujitora was doing. Then we got the arguing match and everything. And then the last two episodes, which is really what I want to talk about, which is basically, it was all based off of one chapter. I want to say 794 or 795, or maybe even 790. I know the manga chapter was titled Sabos Adventure. And then, you know, 737 and 738 were, you know, really good. We basically got the first part of Sabo's story, which is basically, you know, we got to see Dragon rescue him. You know, we got to see, you know, we found out that he did lose his memories and everything. We got everything with him training and everything. And then he was like, Hack was training people, and he was like, it's just going to make me rusty and everything. And then Hack goes to grab him, and his muscle memory is whatever, and he's able to react and everything. You know, and then it showed, I believe it showed, you know, after that, and then he fought, I think it was Kuma and everything. He got flown into the box of stuff, and he grabbed the pipe and everything. And in that episode, it showed you basically what was going on with Sabo at the same time that Ace was setting sail, and the same time that Luffy was setting sail and everything. And basically the episode ended there. It was a really good episode. And then 738, oh my god, I am not gonna lie, I was watching it, and during the part where he got the paper, and, you know, after they said, when they're, you know, the episode starts off, he's letting them know everything, basically what happened basically right around the time the crew got separated and everything. They were coming back from mission, they went inside, you know, and before that he seen, like, Ace and Luffy's shadow, and they both turned around and said Sabo. And then when they got there, they found out that the war was over. You get the situation where the two guys are talking about how Whitebeard, Edward Nugget, the Four Emperor died, and Firefist Ace, and then Sabo just stops. And right before that, you get the little thing with the paper where the guys are like, is Luffy's really your son? And Dragon's like, oh, yes he is. And everybody's like, what? And then he's looking at it, and while they're talking and everything, they're discussing everything in the write-up about how, you know, Straw Hat Luffy, you know, is Dragon's son, and he went there to go save Ace, and that Ace protected Luffy and got punched through the back by Akainu and everything, by Sakazuki. And you can see he grabs the paper, and I was tearing up, you know, no word of a lie, I was tearing up a little bit. I didn't, like, you know, tears didn't fall down my eyes, but, you know, like when you see something emotional and stuff, like I remember when Ace died and everything, like I had water in my eyes, and like one or two tears fell down. Same thing happened when in Naruto Shippuden, when Itachi finally told Sasuke that he will love him no matter what, you know, even if he hates him forever. And back to the episode anyway, while Sabo's looking at the paper, you know, you see the sweat coming out as he's remembering and everything, and it dripping, and just the memories all flushing back while they're talking. We get the scene where after they said Sakazuki, you know, put his fist through Ace's body. They showed them exchanging the cups. It showed what happened when Ace, said that he would stand up to anybody, he would never run, and his name would be infamous throughout the world. And that's basically what happened, even before Ace got killed and everything. And then you had Sabo just getting all his memories running back to him, and then he slams his hands down on the desk and he's crying, and then he just screams and he falls back, and he's like, he wasn't some no-name pirate that had to be eliminated. He wasn't a pirate that was a big nuisance or anything. Fire Fist Ace was my brother. And then he wakes up 3 days later, says he got all his memory back. He needs to talk to Dragon. And then we get the scene where he's at Ace's and Whitebeard's grave, and he puts the bottle... There's like a crate in front of Ace's grave, puts the 3 sake cups, he pours a little sake in it and everything, and he's like, hey, look, our little brother, he shows him the newspaper, and I believe this is the newspaper that came out stating their alliance, or right before their alliance with Trollfigure Law. Maybe after they, I think it was the paper after they either left Sabaody Archipelago or they left, Fishman Island. I just blanked on that for a second, but that was awesome. And then you get, Luffy and Sabo's interaction, but before that you get a little bit of funny interaction. Kinemon eats the meat, drinks the booze, and Zoro's like, hey, why'd you drink all the booze, you motherfucker? That's my booze, I like to drink, I don't like to share. Heroes want all the booze to themselves. Heroes share their booze. Zoro wants all the booze to himself. So, blah. And then Robin brings up a good point. The alcohol is not important, but when Luffy wakes up, we don't have food. We're in trouble. Because, the whole crew eats. But I want to basically say whatever everybody else eats, that is what Luffy can eat by himself. So Luffy can eat basically for himself. He probably eats everything that Zoro, Sanji, Usopp, Nami, Robin, Chopper, Frankie, and Brook. He probably eats about the same amount as them. I mean, would Brook really need food? I mean, he's all bones. Yo! No, I'm just kidding. But no, we get the reaction with, Luffy and Sabo after all this time. And I liked it when he's like, Sabo, and he falls back into the wall, and then he just stretches out and grabs him, and he's on top of him. He's like, I thought you were gone, blah, blah. I was so sad. Where have you been all this time? I thought you were dead. And then Sabo's like, thank you for being alive, Luffy. And, he tells him, he obviously knew that he was right there and everything. And he's like, I let Ace die right in front of me. And he's like, if I would have lost you too, I would have been all alone. I couldn't do anything to help save Ace. And if I would have lost you and Ace, we have no idea, And then, after that, it goes to King Riku and talking to Rebecca, saying that, Luffy and all his friends and everything, they're at Kiro's cabin. That Kiros gave him a call, and that he lets Rebecca know, if I were to become king again, you would be the princess. And then, we get the scene where Fujitora rolls the dice and it comes up Snake Eyes, and he's like, well, look at that. The fate is with them again. And then Maynard's like, we spent all these days looking for him, and now that we finally found him, you're going to let him rest after you just yelled at Sakazuki Akinu, saying that you will take the heads of Straw Hat and Law. And then he's like, a real man does not gamble when the dice has already been cast. And then, Sabos leaving, and then this is something I really liked. I mean, in the manga, it happened, but in the anime, I think they cleared it out more, because we had the one guy. He was a huge crow, and then Sabo was riding on top of two little crows. Now, more than likely, he is a Crozoan type user. I am going to guess right here, he might be the guy. I'm not sure because we've hardly seen him, but he might have been the guy that had the feather in his hat that was on Tequila Wolf, the bridge, when he saved Robin and everything. Because I'm pretty sure that there was like a crow that flew to him and brought him news, or I think it was either that or he wrote a note to Dragon saying that we have Nico Robin and everything, and then basically as him and Sabo are leaving, Sabo's like, you can control all these crows, and he's like, yes. And he's like, we can leave anytime you want. And before that, he got the call from Hack and everything. And yeah, the episode was over. So basically the last 10, 11 episodes or so, because I think it's been 10 episodes since I reviewed the anime and everything. I am going to review the anime and everything. I'm going to catch up on all my manga reviews and everything. Basically do a video like this where I talk about everything that happened in all the chapters in one video, upload it, and then starting next week, because this is the Golden Week, I'll start doing my reviews and live reactions and uploading them all the time and everything. And I will be doing the Boruto manga that's every month and everything. I did read the one shot with Mitsutsuki and Orochimaru and everything. And I remember while I was reading it and everything, I was like, oh, is he like Shin and everything? He's an organic clone and everything. But yeah. Anyway, based on the preview of next week's episode is gonna be sick! It is just gonna be awesome. Obviously, if you've seen the preview, you know it's coming. Kidou, the beast. The 4 Yonko Kidou jumping from the sky. The motherfucker just jumping from the sky. 10,000 meters. I think it was meters. It might have been feet. But I want to say it was 10,000 meters. And then the next few episodes, after that, everybody's going to... Other than one episode, I think... might happen in the next ones. We're gonna get that introduction with Kidou and everything, and then for anime only watchers and everything, I don't want to spoil anything for you, so if you want to leave right now, you can. This is gonna be my warning for you and everything, because I know how it was when I used to only watch the anime, and then I read the manga from chapter 1 to where it was in 1 week or something like that, while I was going, when I was still in school. It was still when they were on Punk Hazard, and just every day when I took the bus to and from school, all I do is sitting on the bus just reading the chapters, but basically in the next episode, if you're anime only viewer watcher, last warning, leave. If you did like this video, like it, dislike it, comment everything down below, subscribe and everything. But in the next few episodes, we're gonna get the introduction of Kidou. We're gonna get the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. We're gonna get the conversation between Law and Sengoku about Corazon and everything. And then we're gonna have Luffy go and take Rebecca from the palace and everything before the Grand Fleet, and we're gonna have Luffy clash with Fujitora a little bit, and then we find out what happened to Fujitora's eyes. I remember when it came out, a lot of people were saying theories that he was from the future, he was from the future and he came to the past to change something, or he was from the past and he came to the future to do something. I forget what those theories were about and everything. And then we'll get to Zoe. But what I do think is going to happen is when they leave, Dressrosa. Oh yeah, next episode we also get Sanji and everybody back. We get the first glimpses of Zoe and everything. I totally just remembered that as I said Zoe. But yeah, what I think might happen is because it's been a while. I remember the last time we had filler, it was like the 3-4 episode filler on the way from Ponkaza to Dressrosa with that pedo guy with the pet fruit or whatever. I think this would probably be a good opportunity because in the manga, they stay on Dressrosa for 3 days before they leave. So they stay 3 full days, and on the 4th day they leave. And then it takes them 1 week to get from Dressrosa to Zoe. You know, so what I think might happen is maybe they'll do like an episode, maybe like 2 or 3 episodes of the Jinbei cover story and everything, just to kind of reintroduce him to the story, because I do think he will be coming into the manga again at Big Mom's tea party and everything. But yeah, we're also gonna get Edward Weeble, Whitebeard Jr. and everything. Honestly, these next few episodes are gonna be amazing. Hopefully they animate it right, because basically, I want to say Zoe started at like 800. There was a chapter that was entitled Zoe, but basically a lot of people like to say once they leave the island, you know, Luffy and all that, once they leave the island, that's the end of the arc, and the next chapter will be the start of the next arc. And I think that the next chapter and everything after that was the chapter that we saw Edward Weeble and everything, and then we went back to Luffy, and that was the chapter that was entitled Zoe, because they arrived to Zoe and everything. Zoe has been off the chains. Every chapter in Zoe, I think it was like chapter 800 to 824, or like 799 to 824. So basically, 24 to 25 chapters were just boom. Oda was just on his A game. He was just writing, and oh my god, we found out so many things. I don't want to spoil it because there's so many things that happen, but basically in the next few episodes, the main things we're going to see is the pirate fleet. We're going to see Kidou, and I'm hoping that we might get like a little bit of filler, even if it's just 2-3 episodes like they did with the pedo fruit guy, and just introduce Jinbei into it again and everything. But yeah, that was my review discussion of basically the last 10 episodes of One Piece, because I think the episode I reviewed, I think it was 728 or 729 when he did the Leo bazooka and everything that looked like a Kamehameha and everything. But yeah, anyway, that does this for the video. Thank you for sticking around and everything. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Like this video if you liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it. Comment down below on what you thought about these few episodes and what you think and what you expect out of next week's episode. Subscribe if you want all my content. I keep it real, so you know, you like my video, you like it. You disliked it, you disliked it, you know? Comment down below on why you did dislike my video, so that maybe I can change some things to make some people happy. I know I don't have like a video editing software. I know you can get some for free online, and I've been asking a few of my friends that know how to do video editing software about what they would recommend, and the one guy, you know, my one friend told me about this program, but I was really drunk when I asked him, so I forgot the next morning. You know, oh well, whatever. But anyway, sorry for my rambling. I ramble a lot, which is why I'm probably going to start editing my videos as soon as I can get a program. Thank you guys once again for sticking through this video. On my record count, it says it's like 24 minutes, so I really appreciate it. I am sorry all my theories are long, but I like to go into detail, and majority of the times when I make these videos, I just, you know, go to it and think of things off the top of my head while I'm explaining. And like I said, anyway, I'll just go now. Save you guys rambling. Whatever you guys decide to do today and whatever you guys did today, I hope you guys had a wonderful and fantastic safe day, no matter what it was. This is Firefish Backo signing out, and until next time, everybody, bye-bye!